Farming's about making the most of what you've got. Kip and Finn are turning barley straw into bales. Will it work? Let's find out.
Kip and Finn!
In a recent episode, we learnt how the combine harvester works. After harvesting the barley, we were left with a whole lot of straw on the ground. It seems a shame to waste perfectly good straw. So what can we do with it? Kip and Finn have an idea. Where are they off to? Aha! They've found the Mini Baler. This little machine makes small round bales. But before we can get started, we need something to tow it. What could we use? Actually, I think we've got just the thing. Here's the little red tractor. This one has a power takeoff, or PTO, at the back, which is needed to drive the baler. Kip points it out. The PTO delivers power to the baler's moving parts, while the tractor moves at the perfect speed for baling. Let's compare it to the big tractor. It also has a PTO, but it's way too big for this little baler. The small tractor is just right. Pa drives the little tractor into the shed, then jumps into the forklift. He'll use it to pick up the baler and bring it to the shed. First, this tow hitch has to come off. It'll get in the way of the PTO connection. Meanwhile, Finn uses a spanner to adjust the tension on the baler's chains. These chains drive all the moving parts that collect the straw and compress it into a small round bale. We check the operating height, lifting it up and down to make sure it's just right. Now it's time for a quick break. The boys have spotted the Loopins. These will be processed in a few different ways. Some will be crushed in the hammer mill for cattle feed, some will be cleaned and stored as seed for next year's crop, and the rest will be sold to local livestock farmers. Crushed lupins are easier for animals to digest. After emptying the lupins out of their boots, the boys head back to work. We drive the baler out to the paddock, where Pa sets up the mechanical string winder. This is what wraps the straw into tight round bales. Pa's got his earmuffs on. Baling can be noisy work. Here's the roll of string. It keeps the bales nice and secure. The tractor moves slowly over the rows of barley straw. At the same time, the PTO drives the baler, which gathers the straw, compresses it into tight round bales, wraps them with string, and ejects them at regular intervals. There's a problem. The baler is struggling to form bales because it's too hot, dry, and windy. We're collecting the straw, but the bales aren't coming together properly. Looks like we'll have to try again tomorrow morning when there's more moisture in the air. Kip pulls out the operation manual to check the diagrams. Here we can see exactly how the baler should be working. Right now, it's just dumping the straw without wrapping it. We reverse and try to bale that row again, but still no luck. kids take a break to play in the straw while the farmers scratch their heads. What's going wrong? Straw isn't as nutrient-dense as hay, but it still makes good feed for livestock. Barley straw, in particular, is one of the best options for feeding animals. Finn hands Pa a small bolt called a shear pin. If the baler gets jammed, this little pin is designed to snap, protecting the rest of the machine. A quick lesson in mechanics. This baler was made in China and is usually used for baling rice straw. It produces small round bales weighing about 25 kilos each. It still won't work. Time for a new approach. We bring out the farm firefighting vehicle, which has a 1,400 litre water tank on the back. Pa sprays water onto the straw rows, hoping a bit of moisture will fix the problem. But will it work? We'll have to find out in another episode. While we're out here, Pa also helps to shift a mobile grain silo. When empty, it can be hoisted onto its wheels and towed by a tractor or vehicle. We move it to another paddock ready for the next stage of harvest. Farming is all about problem solving, and today was no exception. Kip, Finn and Pa put their heads together, tried different solutions and learned a lot along the way. Will adding moisture to the straw be the trick to get the baler working? We'll find out next time.
See the sky. See you next time.